Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at the problem A of Codeforces Global Round 10. So in this problem we're given that we have a password which is an array of n positive integers. Now we have to apply the following operation. The operation is we can choose an index I such that a of I is not equal to a of I plus 1. So we can take two consecutive integers such that both of them are not equal, and we can delete both of them and put the sum in that place. So example is given. So 7437 is there, but if I take the index 2, then I can take 4 and 3, and the sum is like, so I can take 4 plus 3, the sum is 7. So instead of 4 and 3, I can put 7. So this will be 777, and now we cannot do this operation anymore. Why is that? Because we can only take two consecutive integers such that they're not equal. But here, this and this both are equal, so we cannot do this operation anymore. So what we want to do is we want to decrease the size of the password or the array by doing these operations. Okay. So for example, here we have 2131. So and then we have to finally tell what is the shortest possible length after doing any number of operations. Okay. So we just have to minimize the length of this array. So this is given 2131. So what we can, let's just look at this. So 2131 is given in the example. Now this and this are not equal, so I can just use them to make 3. Now this and this are equal, so I cannot use this, right? But this and this are not equal, so I can use this to make 4. This are not equal, so I can use this to make 7. And 7 is the, and 7 is just a single integer. So here the last length is what? 1. So this is the shortest length I could achieve. Now another example given in the test case, in the same test case, if you look at it, is 420 420. Okay, so let's look at this 420 420. Now obviously we cannot do anything here because both of them are same, and so we cannot perform the operation. So this will stay as it is, so the lowest length possible will be 2 only. Okay, now this is a very simple problem. We just had to see one basic thing, and in that the whole problem is finished. So let's just look at some examples, so how we would get that thought or how we would get that idea. So if it is simply like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, then there's no problem, right? We can just keep on doing this. So I can do, like, make this as 3, and I can make this as 7, then I can make this as 10, then I can make this as 15, and I can make this as again 21, and I can again make this as 28, right? So final length will be what? 1. But if it is something like this, then what can I do? I cannot do anything, right? So the length will be whatever the length was initially. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here the shortest length will be 6 because I cannot perform the operation. Okay. Now, suppose it was something like this, then what can I do? Suppose these are all equal and we have one unequal unequal integer. So then what we can do? Well, we can take these, this is allowed, and I can make this 4. Now let's just look at this again. Okay, so if this and this are unequal, so if I add both of them, then it will be unequal to the left, obviously. So I just do 3 plus 1, so this will be 4. Again, do I do 4 plus 3, this will be 7. And again I do 7 plus 3, 10. So it will keep on increasing and it will keep on changing. So 13. So even in this, what my point is, oh, I have to write that again. So here shortest length was what? 6, because we cannot do anything. But if I have something like this, then shortest length will be what? 1. Let's look at some other examples. Okay, so if I have 4 5 9 1 2 3, now here you can see that if I add these two, so it will become 3. So but still, let's just do it. So this is 3, and if I add these two, then again this will become 9. So we have 9 9 3 3. Now can we again perform the operation? Yes. So I can do 9 and 3. So 9 and 3 will become 12. Again I can do 15, and again I can do this, right? 24. So what my point is that as long as we have one different integer, we can reduce it to 1. We can reduce it to 1. We can reduce the length to 1. So I'll just write it. So this is my guarantee. Now how does it work? So suppose we have anything x, y, z, or suppose we have x, y, z. So whatever there is, and suppose this is even x plus z. Okay. So suppose this is, and suppose we have y plus z. So my point is that as long as there are two different integers, so if we can find any index where a of I and a of I plus 1 are not equal. So if a of I and a of I plus 1 are not equal, if we can find any such index, then it is possible to reduce the length to 1. So that is it. That is the only thing that we had to consider in our problem. And so if, so I'll just write it down. So if array consists of, if it is an identity array, meaning that array consists of one element only, suppose it is something like 5 5 5 5 5 5 5, then we cannot reduce it. However, even if one element is different, if this becomes 6, then we can reduce it to 1. So that's pretty much it. So now I'll just go to the code. So this was a very simple problem. All you had to do was think this way, okay? And that you can do by just looking at a lot of test cases, okay? So simply what I did was I took a set and I just kept on putting every integer in a set. Now if the set size is greater than 1, then the answer is 1, because we have at least two elements which are different from one another. But if the set size is 1, then there's only one element in the whole array. So then we cannot do anything, the size will stay as it is. So that's all. Again, I'll say the only thing we had to keep in mind was that if we have even two different elements, we can reduce it to one. But if every element is the same, then we cannot do anything. So that's pretty much it. So that's why I used a set, because as you know, in a set, we cannot have repeating elements. So if the set size is 1, if set size is greater than 1, meaning that we have more elements, more unique elements, but if it is equal to 1, then we only have one element in the whole array repeating itself, and then we cannot do anything. So the shortest length will remain n. So that's all, guys. Thank you.